Hey, what's up, guys? You know what I really like? The Nintendo Wii Shop Channel. Yeah, its ease of use with the Wiimote, it offered Nintendo's solution to their back catalog via emulation using their Virtual Console. It also offered a plethora of exclusive titles unique to the Wii platform via the WiiWare program. You know what else I like about the Wii Shop Channel? The theme song. You know what I'm saying? You know what else I like more about the Wii Shop Channel theme song? The remixes.
Hey, let's go! Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away. Better know that I don't and I won't ever stop. Cause you know I gotta win every day.
Hell yeah, that shit knocking. But you know what I don't like about the Nintendo Wii Shop Channel? The fact that it closes in just 3 days. Hold up, stop the music, we gotta talk about this. Now, while this isn't exactly breaking news, in fact, it's actually kind of old news. Back in December of 2017, Nintendo let the world know that they were gonna shut down the Nintendo Wii Shop Channel on January 30th of 2019. So here we are, just mere days before the shutdown, and I have to remind you, have you downloaded all your stuff onto your Wii console that you've purchased? Because if you wait until this weekend, you're gonna be screwed. And that's kind of what this video is about today. I wanted to find out a way to play WiiWare games, which are those games exclusive to the Nintendo Wii platform, post January 30th. We reached out to a few hackers that I know and got some software, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna soft mod this thing so we can play all the WiiWare games that we want to our heart's content forever. Now, I want to point out that modifying this console requires no hardware modifications. It's actually very simple to do, and it will enable you to play all the Wii Shop Channel and WiiWare related content that you want directly on the console itself past the January 30th closure date of the Wii Shop Channel. So you can see why this is a good idea. Also, this video is more about the preservation of the games themselves. You know, a lot of these games were never released on any other platform, and so this is really the only way that you can play some of these games in 2019. This isn't one of those self-sabotaging videos like, hey, let me make this and see if Nintendo's gonna zap my YouTube channel off the face of YouTube. No, this is just something that I decided to do for fun, so let's jump it off, player. So I had a few options about how I was going to set up the Nintendo Wii in order to record and make this video, and the CRT was a pretty good option to keep it all retro 2006, but I ultimately decided to go with the 50-inch 1080p jump over here. This is mainly because years ago I picked up this component cable from Mad Catz, and it's just stayed in this box, and I finally got a chance to use it. It actually has 3 different inputs, one for the 360 of the time, a PS2 and PS3, and then obviously the Wii. So I leapt at the opportunity to pull this out and test it, and plus I wanted to get the best possible picture. So I hooked up the Nintendo power brick and the sensor bar and plugged in the component cable, and I was off to the races, as they say. Pressed the power button, and fortunately it all came alive. You know, there's no telling how long the second-hand Wii had been, you know, sitting in a box, but yeah, the sensor bar is cracked. I don't know how the hell that happened, but I'll be easy on it. It doesn't have to go anywhere. I gotta say, turning on a Nintendo Wii in 2019 is absolutely crazy, and it looks gorgeous on this television with component cables. It was really taking me back. So to jump this process all off, all you need is an SD card and some wares. Now I'll explain to you what all this software does. GUI format is a way for you to format your SD card as FAT32, and it's an executable. If Windows freaks out when you try to open it, don't worry about it, but basically you just want to select your SD card and format it FAT32, voila. Next, visit please.hackme.com in order to download a specialized version of Letterbomb specifically for your console. So what this website is going to have you do is go pull up your MAC address on the console, write it down, punch it in the website, and click cut the red wire. This is going to build a specific zip for your Wii because you're going to have to connect to the internet eventually. So you're going to open up that RAR file and extract all the contents into the root directory of your SD card. The next thing that you're going to do is open up Multi-Manager tool and basically drag that to the root of your SD card as well. Up next is a program called CIOS Installer, which has nothing to do with Android or iOS. Just drag that into the root directory, into the apps folder, and the preloader application. Yeah, grab all those and stick it in the root directory of your SD card. And yeah, you're almost ready to go. Just make a directory called WADs, and this is the folder that you put the WAD files that you're going to want to install onto the Wii. Obviously, we can't tell you where to get these, so, Google some shit. I chose a Virtual Console game because I've never played Star Fox 64 with a GameCube controller, and I put the Konami Rebirth trilogy of Castlevania, Contra, and Gradius. After that, I just put the SD card in my console and turned it on, and now you have to run the Letterbomb application. So this took me a second, but you have to go to the Wii message board, and it didn't pop up immediately, so I, flipped back and forth a few dates, eventually came back, and it was hiding behind, like, today's mail or something. As soon as you click it, it's going to run the script. So don't freak out when your screen fills up with white letters on a black background. This is exactly what should be happening. So when I got to this screen, I guess something was preloading in the background because it took forever, but eventually it told me to push 1 on the Wiimote and I was good to go. The Hack Me installer. So what's going on here is you're going to click continue and install the legendary homebrew channel if you don't have it already somehow. I don't know. A lot of people don't. You're going to see success on the screen and hit continue. After that, go back, click boot me, scroll up and hit install boot me as iOS and hit yes, and it's going to install that. Click continue. Badoosh. It's happening. We're on the way. It's going to immediately dump you back into the homebrew channel, and this is where you can see the stuff that's in the root directory of the SD card. Pretty sweet, right? So hit preloader, click load, and you're going to let this run in the background. This is basically going to change the way the system boots. It's going to always look for an SD card. Let this do its thing. It'll tell you when it's done, and it'll drop you back out into the homebrew channel. Next, you're going to load the CIOS installer, and this is going to look a little crazy, but don't freak out. You're basically installing CIOS over a specific memory slot. So select 249, and you're going to select V10 Beta 53, Base 52, and Revision 65535, and hit A. It's going to flash 249 to let you know that that's the one you've hit, that's the one you've selected, and you're going to press A, and it's going to start downloading a bunch of information from the internet into slot 249, and it's pretty cool. It's like a bunch of packages that are like unique and specific to your console, which is why you gave it the MAC address earlier. And when this finishes, you're gonna have to repeat the process, except for this time we're gonna write CIOS into slot 250. If it was a success, then 249 should be a green square. So this next go around, we're gonna select Beta 52, CIOS base 57, slot 250, and revision 65535, and press A. Same deal. It's gonna start downloading things from the internet, and you're just gonna have to let it do it. It may take a second depending on your internet connection, but eventually you'll see a green box in slot 250. It's gonna kick you back out to this menu, and you can just press B and exit that motherfucker. Back in the homebrew channel, it's time to actually transfer those WAD files that you downloaded from the internet onto the system storage itself. So go ahead and click Multi-Mod Manager and load it up. From the main menu, scroll down and click iOS Manager, and what you'll want to do is, using the D-pad, tab all the way over to slot 249 and press the little house home button on the Wiimote, and that's going to currently load in that slot. Hit B, tab down to WAD Manager, go down to that little folder you made, and press A on whichever one you want to install, obviously every single one. Press A again, and it's just going to, do the installation. Yeah, installing. It's so interesting, I know. So I kind of sped through this process, but basically I installed the Konami Rebirth series and then a proper Virtual Console title because, like I said earlier, I want to see how well the emulation is. And everything is going swimmingly and the installs are happening because the DVD drive is blinking blue. When you're all done, press B and exit back to the homebrew channel. Hit B, exit to the system menu, and you are going to be greeted with 4 very nice looking Wii channels that weren't there before. So good looking. God, I didn't even know which to click on first, but actually I did. All that was left to do was hook up a GameCube controller and get right down to business. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Star Fox 64, baby. So yeah, this isn't a WiiWare game, but man, I just had to see what it played like on the Wii. The frame rate is actually better, and I actually had to remind myself that I was in the middle of making a video and I had to stop. Shit. If you don't know where to start, the Contra Rebirth game is a pretty safe bet. It's probably one of the better Contra games ever made, and my friend Dimitri of Modern Vintage Gamer recommended it. He actually recommended this entire process, and so I want to give a big shout out to Dimitri from Modern Vintage Gamer for teaching me the way of the Wii hacks. And yeah, go subscribe to his channel. Now, I just couldn't help myself, but I swapped out my Kinect for the Wii sensor bar over on my retro gaming station, and excuse the screen, it actually looks gorgeous. Loaded up the Wii Shop Channel, of course. it plays, you know, it looks great on the old TV, but I really hooked it up because I wanted to see Netflix in glorious 480i on this thing. And man, it actually looked amazing. So once I got all logged in and whatnot, it actually told me, hey, we're shutting down pretty soon. Nintendo is, yeah, you need to go buy a f***ing smart TV, nerd. Like, quit watching shit on the Wii, bro. That's basically what it barked at me. But man, the UI was unique to the Wii in the way that you could grab the playhead and drag it and get the thumbnails in not real time. I guess it's loading everything on Wi-Fi, but I gotta say, Stranger Things looks so dope in 480i. Man, it's just glorious. And there you have it. R.I.P. Nintendo Wii Shop Channel. It's been a good 12 years, I think. And now that you guys know that you can trick out your Nintendo Wii and play these games far into the future, are you gonna do it? Let me know down in the comments below which games you plan to mod onto your Nintendo Wii. Also, this isn't the only way to play these WAD files. If you can somehow get a Dolphin emulator up and running on like your laptop or like the NVIDIA Shield, you can emulate these games on the go. The Nintendo Switch has a Dolphin build on it if you have a jailbroken Nintendo Switch. I'm gonna go ahead and put the bow on this video so I can wrap this up and go to bed. Let me know down in the comments below what games you plan on installing on your Nintendo Wii. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Ba 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 ba.